for the win.
This past week, Boston Celtics center Enes Kanter leaked the Celtics' new City Edition jerseys via his Instagram, and they are truly horrendous. Between the pastel off-turquoise background and the fact that it looks like it says Boston, I'm fairly confident in saying that they would have come up with a better design just by stealing a 12-year-old's design off NBA 2K20's jersey creator. Which got me thinking, what are the absolute worst uniforms teams have worn in professional sports over the years? Let's get right to the action. But first, some honorable mentions. The Philadelphia Eagles' pale blue and yellow throwback jerseys based off their 1934 season. The Dallas Mavericks trash bag jerseys that were so bad Mark Cuban personally took them off the market after just one game. The Chicago Bears throwbacks from 1994, which were a monstrosity of orange and blue vertical stripes with entirely too beige of pants. And whatever the hell this is that the England national team forced David Seaman to wear for the 1996 Euros. For the NHL, there frankly isn't too much room for uniforms to go terribly wrong in this league, as there's a fairly standard template of design possibilities. But the 1912-13 Montreal Canadiens completely ignored all of that, and instead decided to force all of their players to wear a barbershop pole with a maple leaf on it. But don't worry, these candy cane-inspired prison jumpsuits have been brought back as throwback jerseys multiple times. And to this day, on the rare occasion that they wear them, they continue to be accompanied by gloves that look like they belong in the hands of Kevin Biggio much more than on Carey Price. For the MLB, the Astros Tequila Sunrise jerseys are unique to this list for many reasons, chiefly the fact that they're the one team that unwisely decided not to hide the very existence of the design from history. Somehow that's led to their entire fan base developing such a bad case of Stockholm Syndrome that they've actually fallen in love with this look that showcases a stripe design that fails to even continue in order, with an overlay of an off-center star. At first, they even gave the training staff polos to match. A professional ad agency created this abomination. For the NBA, the Sacramento Kings have made only slightly over zero good decisions since trading Chris Webber away for 3 veteran bench players back in 2005. But one of the worst has to be their choice of alternate jersey for the 2 years following. Inspired by presumably some sort of combination of cat vomit and Dijon mustard, there is no excuse for these to have ever seen the light of day. I personally believe that their playoff curse is spurred on entirely by the fact that Mike Bibby had to be seen in public in them. The fact that theoretically the gold and purple design should have made sense makes it even worse than it already is. For the NFL, the Bumblebee jerseys. I understand that I might get some hate for this one, and part of me understands why. On some level, they've almost reached the status of so bad it's good. There's so much going on with the jersey itself, between the stripes that look like they belong on either a muscle car or a Halloween costume, and the boxed-in prisoner numbers, that it actually becomes so painful to the eyes that watching grown 300-pound men score touchdowns in them is legitimately hilarious to see. Until you realize their pants are the same awful Old Navy shade of beige as your uncle's fourth kidney and doesn't even slightly match the rest of the uniform. Did they let one of the players' toddlers design this? For soccer. Okay, you've gotta be f***ing kidding me. No way this is a thing. I'm done. Oh, I'm not done? I'm contractually obligated to not be done. Okay. Well, if I really have to explain to you why this one is ill-advised, no, wrong word, completely bonkers, you're beyond help. Just looking at these frankly makes me want to down a gallon of wood alcohol. In an almost impressive show of ludicrosity, which is apparently a word, this design actually originated from a pun based off of a weird metaphor. There's a Spanish phrase which translates to "we give our skin," the equivalent to something along the lines of leaving your all in the field or giving 110%, which this particular team, CD Palencia, decided to take all too literally. Even worse, they wore it for the playoffs. I think I'd be more comfortable with these if they just gotten the idea from a cannibal who wanted to wear their skin.